Dear students, today we will solve one example of capital budgeting in subject Financial and Management Accounting paper 7 for class MCOM semester 3 Veer Narmad South Gujarat University. Here is the question. A chemical company is considering replacing an existing machine with one costing rupees 65,000. The existing machine was originally purchased 2 years ago for rupees 28,000 and is being depreciated by the straight line method over its useful life of 7 years. It can currently be sold for rupees 30,000 with no removal cost. The new machine would cost rupees 10,000 to install and would be depreciated over 5 years. The management believes that the new machine would have a salvage value of rupees 5,000 at the end of year 5. The management also estimates an increase in net working capital requirement of rupees 10,000 as a result of expanded operations with the new machines. The firm is taxed at a rate of 55% on normal income and 30% on capital gains. The company's expected after-tax profits for next 5 years with existing machine and with the new machine are given below. Year 1 to 5. Expected after-tax profit with existing machine rupees 2 lakh, rupees 1 lakh 50,000, rupees 1 lakh 80,000, rupees 2 lakh 10,000 and rupees 2 lakh 20,000. Expected after-tax profit with new machines rupees 2 lakh 16,000, rupees 1 lakh 50,000, rupees 2 lakh, rupees 2 lakh 40,000 and rupees 2 lakh 30,000. From this information we are to calculate the net investment required by the new machine, and if the company's cost of capital is 15%, determine whether the new machine should be purchased or not. First of all, let us understand the question. Company is considering to replace existing machine with a new machine costing rupees 65,000. The existing machine was purchased 2 years ago for 28,000 and depreciated by straight line method over its useful life of 7 years. It means yearly depreciation of existing machine would be 4,000, that is 28,000 divided by 7 years. So per annum depreciation by straight line method of existing machine amount to rupees 4,000. It means today the book value of existing machine would be 20,000 rupees. How is it? That is 28,000 original purchase price minus 2 years depreciation rupees 8,000. So balancing figure means current book value amounts to rupees 20,000, and now it can currently be sold for rupees 30,000 with no removal cost. Now we can sell our existing machine at present for rupees 30,000. Our book value of existing machine is 20,000 and that we can sell for rupees 30,000. It means there is a profit of rupees 10,000. My dear students, this 10,000 profit can be divided into two categories of profit. One is a revenue profit and the other is capital profit. So here you understand the original purchase price of machine is 28,000 and our sales proceed is 30,000. So the difference between sale proceeds and original purchase price is 2000. So out of total profit 10,000, 2000 is our capital profit. I repeat, 30,000 minus 28,000, that is 2000, is our capital profit, and remaining 8,000 is our revenue profit. Okay, and on capital profit, tax rate will be applicable is 30%, and on normal profit, revenue profit, our tax rate is 55%. So please keep in mind. Further, the new machine would cost rupees 10,000 to install and would be depreciated over 5 years. Our purchase original cost is 65,000 plus 10,000 installation charges. So total cost amount to 75,000, and the salvage value of new machine amounts to 5,000. So 75 minus 5,000, that is 70,000, divided by estimated life 5 years, is equal to 14,000 is our annual depreciation of new machines. My dear students, just keep in mind, annual depreciation of existing machine is 4,000 rupees, that is 28,000 divided by 7 years, and the depreciation of new machine would be 70,000 divided by 5 years is equal to 14,000. Next, the management estimates increase in net working capital requirement rupees 10,000 due to expansion operations with new machines. Okay, and here we are given the expected after tax profit with existing machine and with new machines, and we are asked to calculate the net investment required by the new machine, and decision whether the new machine should be purchased or not. Okay, first of all we will calculate the present value of net investment required. So our cost of new machinery is 65,000 plus its installation charges rupees 10,000. So gross requirement is 75,000 for machine, plus additional requirement of working capital is 10,000. So our total requirement is 85,000. Whereas B side, we can sell our existing machine, old machine, for rupees 30,000. But we are not going to receive entire 30,000 in cash because there would be a tax factor. So as we have discussed, there are two type of profit. One is a normal profit, that is revenue profit, and the other is a capital gain. On revenue profit or a normal profit, our tax rate is 55%. So 8,000 multiply 55%, that is 4,400, and capital gain would be 2,000 multiplied by 30% is equal to 600. So net cash would be generated out of sale proceeds of old machine is 25,000. So our net investment requirement for the new machine would be 60,000 rupees. So here our first point calculation is over. And now for decision making, we will calculate net present value of incremental operating cash inflows. So here is a statement showing present value of incremental operating cash inflows for 5 years. The first column years 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now for old machine, that is existing machine, cash flow after tax, that is profit after tax plus depreciation. So in case of old machine, our depreciation is 4,000 per annum. So depreciation 4,000 will be added. So our CFAT for old machine is 2,04,000 in first year, 1,54,000 in second year, 1,84,000 in third year, 2,14,000 in fourth year, and 2,24,000 in fifth year. In the case of new machine, our depreciation is 14,000. So CFAT would be profit after tax plus 14,000 depreciation. So in the first year it is 2,30,000. In the second year it is 1,64,000. In third year it is 2,14,000. Fourth year 2,54,000, and fifth year 2,44,000. So incremental cash inflow would be the difference of new machine minus old machine. So 2,30,000 minus 2,04,000 is equal to 26,000. Then 1,64,000 minus 1,54,000 is equal to 10,000. In third year 30,000. In fourth year 40,000. In fifth year it is 20,000. And now, my dear students, by the end of fifth year we will receive a salvage value of old machine rupees 5,000, and same by the end of fifth year working capital will be recovered, that is 100% amount rupees 10,000. And now we will apply PV factor at our cost of capital, that is PV factor at our cost of capital 15%. At the end of first year it is 0.8696. At the end of second year 0.7561. At the end of third year 0.6575. At the end of fourth year 0.5718. At the end of fifth year 0.4972. and same will be applied for salvage value of old machine and recovery of working capital. And finally we will calculate DCFAT, that is discounted cash flow after tax, that is incremental cash inflow multiplied by PV factor. So first year end it is 22,609. By the end of second year 7,561. By the end of third year 19,725. Fourth year 22,872. Fifth year 9,944. 2,486 and 4,972. So our total discounted cash flow after tax by the end of 5 years would be 90,169. And from this cash inflow we will deduct present value of cash outflow, that is rupees 60,000 as per our calculation number 1. So finally our net present value is total discounted cash flow after tax minus cash outflow, that is initial investment 90,169 minus 60,000, that is 30,169. And finally decision for replacement of old machine by new one. Company should accept the proposal of replacement of old machine with new one because our net present value is positive. That's all. Dear students, thank you very much for watching this video lecture. Very soon we will meet with another example of the same chapter.